Hey, CodePen team, this is Andy Hollinger from Northwestern, and my students and I have uncovered another mobile bug as we're trying to prototype designs. Let me show you what's happening here is we're using the share to send it to our phones, and I noticed that the documents just appear offset a little strangely. In other words, the equal margins are missing from this. It seems to have something to do with the iframe. If I switch over to debug, where it's loaded cleanly, then it looks like I would expect, equal margins. And here's what I found that was strange. So we started taking a look. You'll notice in this debug mode where it's just the simple HTML like we'd expect, the HTML is about 414 pixels wide, and the body has equal spacing. What's interesting is if we load that up live, it's the same content, and go into inspect it. It starts out good. There's 414 pixels wide is what the document's reporting. Same thing for the body, same thing for the div. But as we dig inside the div, inside this iframe, inside the document, this is what's weird. The body, you can tell, just doesn't sort of fit. And while the body reads 414, the HTML that is containing the inner HTML reads 466. In fact, if I type in 414, it snaps back to the way it should, right? It sort of looks like I would expect it to. Again, if I just reload this thing live, it's all kind of offset for some bizarre reason. Even though the parent is 414, inside the iframe, when that document's loaded, that HTML runs a little bit wider. Width seems to be the problem. I don't notice it so much, I think, in depth. Curious, anything you guys can do to help us work around it or squash that bug would be appreciated.